Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From State Farm Arena, tonight it's the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Dallas Mavericks. The opening tip corralled by the Hawks. They've got it first as we're underway in Atlanta. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Here's Atlanta. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Trae Young. Flushes it home.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Smith now into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Matthews. Yes, Wesley Matthews. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
The passing has been great, but the movement without the ball has been even better. Seeing a play before it happens is a skill set a lot of people don't talk about. But a great pass combined with great movement, good luck with that.
24 wins for the Mavericks a year ago. Jay, I know you can't wait to watch this young backcourt in action.
Yeah, they have the backcourt of the future, and if you're a Dallas Mavericks fan, think about this. When's the last time you had an explosive backcourt? Jason Kidd, Michael Finley, maybe? Now think about Luka Doncic and also Dennis Smith Jr. A dynamic backcourt, both guys can handle, both guys can shoot. You lose Yogi Ferrell to free agency, but then you also draft a guy in 33rd named... Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Mavericks with the possession. To Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen. Smith goes to the right side. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Fires the 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Vince Carter to Trae Young. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Trae Young lays it in.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Screen coming. Smith to Matthews. Down to 5 on the 24. And strokes it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Trae Young. Sent away.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Pass stolen by the Mavericks. And stuffs it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Trae Young to Ken Bazemore. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Has a chance.
No good. And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Short jumper won't go down. Trae Young. The screen sets him up for two.
That 1 year he played at Oklahoma, the first half of the season, everybody was claiming him, including myself, as the National Player of the Year. And then after he became the main point of focus for other teams, you started to see diminishing returns. His game started to get a little bit sloppy. He was a volume shooter. So now I think he has to be more sharp, more in tune with how his team plays, and throw himself into what the team is doing first. He's a better passer than what he gives credit for. If he's able to pass and get other people involved, inevitably his shot will come around.
Jay, he's the one that got away. But why is DeAndre Jordan now right for Dallas?
Because he wants to be there. If you remember Dallas courting him back in the summer of 15, he actually committed to them verbally. And in a calamitous and an emoji-filled turn of events, Jordan actually changed his mind, spurning Dallas to stay in L.A. It's good to see both sides have reconciled, and now Jordan to be the pillar in the franchise down low on the blocks for the Dallas Mavericks.
To Jordan. Knocked loose. Jordan. To Matthews. Screen coming. And he'll head to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Wesley Matthews at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Hawks have it. Trae Young. It's rebounded by the Mavericks. To Brunson. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Vince Carter to Trae Young. Spins and scores.
Well, a couple of things. Number one, his range is as soon as he steps over the half-court line. He can shoot the ball from that far and will shoot the ball from that far, which goes to show you how confident he is. Secondly, he never seems to be squared up towards the basket. He can make shots off different angles, and he's able to take the ball and put it into pockets where as a defender, it makes you lunge towards it. But his quick hand speed combined with that quick release and his ability to shoot the ball from anywhere and everywhere on the court makes him one of the most dynamic scorers we've seen on the collegiate level for a very long time.
Tough make through traffic.
I don't think these kind of shots are tough for Trae Young. You see, he's always been the smallest guy on the court, so he's had to finish through the trees. He's a lot tougher than he gets credit for.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. To Brunson. The big man.
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for the Mavericks, number 42.
Matthews. Rebound hauled in by Atlanta. For three. That out of his range and no good. Here's Barea. Down by one. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
It's the Hawks with the basketball.
I got ball. I got some for him.
Trae Young. Shot from the lane won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Hawks coming off a 24-win season, Jay, but not one, not two, but 3 first-round draft picks.
Yeah, they got a big-time shooter in Kevin Huerter from Maryland. They got Omari Spellman, who won a national championship with Villanova, highly utilized in pick and pop. And then they got a very polarizing pick in Trae Young, who set college basketball on fire, one of the most gifted scorers you have in this draft.
Inside, he scores.
He reminds me a lot of Mike Miller. Both players around 6'7", 6'8", have unlimited range and also can be utilized as a secondary ball handler. And you got to think now about that backcourt for the Hawks organization. Trae Young and Kevin Huerter, ooh, that sounds like the backcourt of the future. They could hurt a lot of people. Well, maybe not hurt, but maybe in time. You know, maybe a little bit in time. Just be patient, Hawks fans. Be patient.
Yes, Wesley Matthews. Looking good. 4 for 5.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Kevin Huerter.
Come on, you got to work around the screen. You're killing me. Go set it up.
Off the assist.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Mavericks with the basketball. To Matthews. Has a look. Yes, Wesley Matthews. He's now 5 for 6.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that big is coming again later.
Trae Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Trae Young. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away. And he buries it.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Trae Young. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
And he's going to the free throw line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. Harris with it. They trail by 1. Matthews. Oh, why not? It only has a chance if it goes up.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. Oh, he had him there for a second. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
No! Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young. Pass stolen by the Mavericks. Harris with it. Up by 3. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. The Hawks are now serving a penalty.
To Matthews. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. The shot clock expires. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Mavericks have the lead. Second quarter set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Jay, it wasn't that long ago. Atlanta won 60 games. Right now, what's the outlook for this franchise?
Well, the general manager, Travis Slink, has done a really good job in trying to build the culture, the right culture for the Atlanta Hawks. And that starts with their head coach in Lloyd Pierce. He got him as an assistant coach with the Philadelphia 76ers. And now he can also steal that tagline for the Hawks. It's time to trust the process all over again, but now in Atlanta, Georgia.
Dallas with the possession. Smith. Takes stock of the floor. Trae Young. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
My only concern with DS Jr. is that he needs to find an identity beyond being a highlight dunk waiting to happen. We've seen this before with guys like Vince Carter, who have had that much talent and also happen to possess a 48-inch vertical. You heard me correctly, a 48-inch vertical. Now, that can be tough to break through being a one-trick pony, especially when people try to keep you in that box forever.
Matthews to Dennis Smith Jr. Missed it. How'd that not go down? To Trae Young. Pass to the rim. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Into the game for the Atlanta Hawks. Number 25, Alex Len.
Dallas has it. Smith to Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Ed, I have to be real here, and it pains me to say this, but DJ has not been the same without CP3. Now, look, he's still going to gobble up boards on both ends of the floor and give you high percentage buckets around the rim. So this is what you need to do as a defense. If he catches the ball too deep, hack a Jordan. Send him to the free throw line. Force him to make it from there. If not, force him to catch the ball on the perimeter, outside his pocket of confidence. And if you're able to box him out and not give him second chance points, you'll probably make him an ineffective player.
Smith. Here comes the screen. To Dennis Smith Jr. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
From long range. Trae Young bothered just enough there. Smith into the front court. Leads three to Jordan. Now a steal by Atlanta. To Carter. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Smith, now to Jordan, down low. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Trae Young to Carter. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it. Harris with it. His team up by 1. To Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Down low for Len. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
It's Atlanta ball. Trae Young to Carter. Here comes the screen. Vince Carter. Can't miss those. Into the front court comes Smith. Leads 5. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Trae Young. And count the basket.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Here's Atlanta. Trae Young. Here comes the screen. Shot clock winding down. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Another chance. To Luka Doncic. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Trae Young. Off the mark. Not a high percentage shot.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Fires the 3 and knocks it down.
Mark my words, Ed, about Trae Young. He is such a dynamic scorer that either he'll end up playing alongside Stephen Curry and Dame Lillard in multiple All-Star games, or he'll be a role player similar to Jamal Crawford-esque as a spark plug off the bench and can score against anybody.
To Luka Doncic. Lets it fly from long range. He drills the 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Trae Young. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Trae Young cruises inside for two.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Dallas owns the basketball.
Defense, let's go.
To Luka Doncic.
What's up, bro?
Here's a chance from long range. Doncic showing why the Mavs traded up to get him.
Look, I'm not the one to hate. I'm the prime example of a bad decision that turned out well.
What up, bro?
Trae Young to Ken Bazemore. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot there for Bazemore. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Jordan. He throws it down.
DJ, one of the most ferocious dunkers we have in the game today. In fact, only Clint Capella had more dunks than Jordan's 212 last year. Wow.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Dallas calling on me RNLOL.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 1, Dennis Smith. And number 13.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Trae Young. Rims out. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line.
I see LOL, how you doing?
Smith with it up top.
Came through to
His
support
guys up
you.
by 15. Curling inside. Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player a short arm shot.
And he'll go to the foul line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Oops, he missed the first one. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Mavericks with the possession.
My guy. I am good, bro, just getting
Yes,
some running.
and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Dennis Smith Jr. at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Trae Young.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
3-second violation.
I feel you, bro. I was just playing some events on Live.
Smith to Brunson. Doncic to Brunson.
Hey, you gotta stop switching.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
Matthews to Luka Doncic. Trae Young to Ken Bazemore.
Go to work, man. That's all you. That's all you. Okay, reset.
Trying to cash in. Second effort. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Dwayne Dedman at the line.
Yay, I'ma get on Live run after this.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Oh, you've been in the gym, huh?
Smith with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead.
Screen come.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Screen
I'ma
coming.
watch this game and then I'm off to sleep, mad tired.
5 to shoot for Atlanta. Trae Young to Ken Bazemore. Fires the three. Message received. Well defended. Desperation shot here from half court. A very one-sided first half of basketball. As
You
we are
using
at
my
halftime,
sliders?
let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
I feel you, bro. Yay, these are your sliders.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Mavericks didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that.
I'ma shout
Have
you
a look
out
at
in the
the leading
description when
scores
this is
for
over.
the Dallas Mavericks. The Hawks have yet to appear after one half of basketball. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Field goals.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a terrible job of adjusting to the flow of the game. They're also lacking effort in their execution.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2.
Appreciated, bro. You DNT have to.
Number 1.
You playing on Superstar.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Yeah, this is Superstar.
It's the Mavericks
All
right
star
now
too
at the
easy.
controls. Smith to Luka Doncic. From the outside, no good. Shot from the lane won't go. Smith now into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Trey Young down low for Len. Oh, big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Smith to Jordan. Runner here won't go down. To Trey Young. For 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Smith to Matthews. Short jumper off the mark.
And if I'm on the defensive end, this is where I apply more pressure. I want to make sure this guy does not get going in the second half.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Smith now. Won't go down. Hawks have it. Trey Young down low for Len. Slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your
Superstar
crowd
yes,
needs to
Joe.
get you back in this ballgame.
Sometimes I
Smith
get beat
to
by 2-0
Matthews.
to 3-0 LOL.
Doncic to Matthews. Has a chance. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down.
Yay, I did Sixers Bucks earlier and got smoked.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Mavericks with the basketball. Doncic. Here comes the screen. To Matthews. Down to 5 on the 24. Short jumper won't fall.
And the tenacity of this game has been set from the jump ball. When guys lined up for it, I mean, you saw the bumping, the pushing, the shoving going on. Guys weren't giving up that space. They let him know nothing was going to be easy this evening.
Vince Carter. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Nope, first one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's the Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young. Inside, he scores.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Doncic.
You ain't do that bad though. This game you are LOL.
Here comes the screen. To Luka Doncic. Matthews. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Just because a team's winning
DeAndre
doesn't mean the
Jordan is
refs
a
are going
beast
to
in
put
this
away the
game.
whistle. Play right all the way through.
Knocks down the first.
Yay, this ain't a good game.
And he makes them both. Dallas with the possession to Luka Doncic.
ATL has no shooters.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
No good. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Short jumper won't go down. Hawks with the basketball. Down low for Len. With a drop step. With the basket after a nice drop step.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
I don't ever
Here's
use the
Barea.
Hawks on Live or
His team
2K.
on top by 13. To Jordan. Nothing going here on that drive. Matthews to Jordan. From long range. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Trae Young. Pass stolen by the Mavericks. With a drop step. Won't go.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
To Ken Bazemore. Going to launch beyond the arc. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that.
The Mavericks signal for timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Neither LOL. ILL just pick a real-life matchup from the day and played it.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Subbing in for Dallas, number 42.
And he hits.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Curling inside. To Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for three. Off the mark. Here's Barea. They lead it by 14 to Luka Doncic. Oh, but they call goaltending and count the basket. Time to shuffle things up. It's Atlanta ball. Trae Young looking for his... Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on a swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Here's Barea. His guys leading by 14 to Luka Doncic. Fires the three, and he buries it.
Think about how smart of a play that is, to have the awareness to get behind the three-point line off the step back.
They'll take 3 over 2 any day of the week. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, still no good. Here's Atlanta. Trae Young, down low for Len. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Here's Barea. His guys up by 15.
I do the same thing. I try to match the time
To
as well.
Brunson.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked
It
in.
will
That
bring
was
more
impressive. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to appear in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Trae Young. He was hacked. They let it go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Here's what you have to like about Kevin Huerter's potential at the next level. He's a high IQ passer, which means he's not a ball stopper. Yes, we all know that he can shoot the ball very well from behind the arc, but how about twos? He can do it both on catch and shoot and off the dribble, shooting around 43% off the bounce. All these things combined make him a dangerous player on the court at all times.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. To Kevin Huerter. Lets it fly from long range. Huerter can't connect that time. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First free throw is good.
This is a great game by far. You're keeping up.
Able to convert on both free throws. Smith into the front court.
I am trying,
the lead
bro.
is 11 to Brunson. Whoops, that won't go. Brunson. Shot from the lane won't go.
And this guy's going to
1-2
come out of this game with bruises all over
that.
his body like a major heavyweight fight. He took some hard fouls in the first half. That's really deterred him from being aggressive.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Ha ha ha.
And hits the first free throw.
Number 34, Devin Harris.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Dallas has it. Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Oh, had him going there for a second. 4-3. That's not his range. It's no good. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
The screen sets him up for two.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Into the front court comes Smith. Up a dozen. Screen coming. Smith. Deep left corner. Here's a chance from long range. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter. It was a strong one for the Mavericks. Hawks Hawks with the basketball to start this fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Dallas owns the basketball. Smith to Brunson. Almost, and he's not getting the call. That's a momentum play right there. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks, but you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Wesley Matthews at the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Trae Young.
What do you think
Slams
that
it
can
down.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Hawks have it. Trae Young. Whoa! What a finish! He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight.
He
Some
allowed
other of the
him
supporting
solid.
cast members really need to step up.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
More 1-1v ball in NBA and more space.
Trae Young to Carter. Short jumper stays out.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
To Carter. Won't go. He can do better than that. The follow won't go either. Smith with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Matthews. And draws the foul.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Wesley Matthews at the line. First try at the line, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. It's the Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young. Defense making the ball carrier work. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Smith with the basketball. His team on top by 13. To Luka Doncic.
Wait a minute, did BC got a new face render?
And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number one, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number two, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number three, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young to Carter. Inside, he scores.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Here's Barea. Lead is 12 to Luka Doncic. That's going to be out of bounds. Smith the last to touch. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 24. Stepping in for Dallas. Number 10.
Trae Young.
Hey, watch this screen.
Runner here won't go down. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Alex Lynn. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 4. Atlanta.
Smith now into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Luka Doncic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. It remains Atlanta basketball. Trae Young. Oh, and that's stuffed by Jordan.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Dennis Smith Jr.
I just peeped it out.
No good. Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Mavericks with the possession. Matthews to Luka Doncic. Probing the defense. Doncic. And the rebound taken in by Len.
I got ball. I got ball.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Fires the three, and it's Smith there for the rebound. To Dennis Smith Jr. Matthews. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Kevin Huerter. Right time. Right player.
Can't teach height.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls.
Defense, let's go.
Jordan to Luka Doncic. Screen coming to Jordan. Down low. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. For 3. Trae Young at the line. First one goes down. Second to 3, got it.
Subbing in for the Mavericks, number 13,
Knocks down all three at the line. Mavericks with the basketball.
Yay,
to
it
Luka
looks
Doncic.
better. Did you master
Smith.
those dribbling moves in out?
To Matthews. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Screen coming from long range. Knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Not yet.
Trae Young. Going to launch beyond the arc. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Trae Young. Curling inside. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
He buries it, creating space with the step back.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I love watching these coaches' moments. The coach was literally saying, no, 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 yes, yes, yes. That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
Trying to cash in. Almost, but no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Dallas with the possession. To Dennis Smith Jr. Matthews.
In out seems tough to do. I try and can't nail it down.
To Brunson.
Come on, you're right. Come on, you're right.
Has a chance. Hawks have the rebound. To Carter. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Brunson. That pass stolen by the Hawks. Shot from the lane won't go. Smith into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Doncic to Jordan. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's Atlanta ball. Trae Young to Carter. Screen coming.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your
Yay,
timing
that's
needs to be
tough,
better.
bro.
Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Here's Barea. His team leads it by 10. Brunson to Jordan. And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his second personal foul.
And he connects on the first free throw.
It's like practice.
EA really needs to fix the free throws.
second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Vince Carter. Dallas has it. And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Tough shot there for Bazemore. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Doncic. Count it.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Trae Young. To Carter. Baseline drive. From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Jordan. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Deep three at the buzzer. Hits the late three at the buzzer, but it's not going to be enough. This game is all over. The victory to the Mavericks as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up.
ATL stinks,
got
man.
the win in a nail-biter. They were very opportunistic on defense, and it earned them
What
a bunch
a great
of steals.
game, bro. You try
Those
your
first
best.
turnovers made all of the difference. The Hawks must be devastated after such a close loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often
Good
than
look,
not,
bro.
you're going to win games
Superstar
when you
challenging
shoot the ball
but
as well
fun.
as they did here today.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these
That
squads.
Warriors Jazz game was the most fun game I've played. That's all I play on is Superstar.
Player of the game.
DeAndre Jordan put together an
Facts, me
incredible
too, bro.
game, highlighted by his amazing defense. Not many guys come up with this many blocks and steals. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.